In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this quick last minute makeup tutorial. Today, I'm going to be transforming myself into Tiffany from the Bride of Chucky, and the reason I wanted to do this is because I literally had to pull one of those last minute costume ideas. I was going to a party and Sebastian and I were supposed to be something together, and he decided to not go that way. I didn't have time to go to the store. I didn't have time to go find something. It popped in my head, what about Bride of Chucky? So I went in my closet, found a white dress, found my leather jacket, fishnets, boots, and I had the blonde wig, and I said, it's happening, it's going down. I know there is a ton of Bride of Chucky makeup looks out there. I wanted to show you guys my way of it in case you guys haven't seen it. And honestly, because this was a last minute, I figured it was so perfect to show you guys. So now that my intro has just gone longer than what I wanted to, I hope you guys are excited for this look. Without further ado, let's get into this video. We're gonna be making my eyebrows really dark and really thin. We can kind of see the sneak peek on this side over here. But we're gonna be using today the Bobbi Brown gel liner in the shade Black Ink. So I'm pretty much going to follow the shape of my brow, but go a little more chola. I'm just gonna work the product in there. I don't know if you guys noticed, my brows look thinner right here because I started tweezing it out. I knew I was gonna regret it when I was done, but it's kind of already growing back out, so it's okay. I'll be honest with you guys, I've tried to do the brow cover up and I just don't know how to do it. I don't know, someone needs to teach me. Start working the product up. I guess we are gonna kind of box the brows a little bit, you know? She's a doll, so dolls don't have like the sketchy brows that we like. I'm gonna take a spoolie and just make sure that we kind of evenly spread out. All right, next I'm gonna be taking in the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Sensual Concealer in the shade SX04. This is a pretty light concealer. It's about, I would say like 3 shades lighter than me. I'm starting it off very light first, but I am gonna go up higher with it to thin out my brows. And I'm now just going to take it up. You can kind of see already kind of going over some of the hair. Just slightly go over your hair to thin out that brow. She has her brows very, very, very thin. It's like a throwback of my high school brows, but I'm gonna make her a little more modern. I'm gonna modernize Tiffany today. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of brow cleanup on top. This is gonna really make them thin. And I know you guys can probably see some of the hair peeking through the concealer. It's only because you guys are so close to my face. From a distance, when I look at it in a regular mirror, it's really not that noticeable. So don't be alarmed when you put it on and you're like, you could see the hair, it's gonna happen, but just a heads up, it's because you guys are like really close to me. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out that concealer onto my eyelid. This concealer is so thick that you can actually use it as a base. So that is gonna be our eyeshadow base today. So for my eyes today, I'm gonna be using the Ruby Obsessions palette from Huda Beauty. And we're gonna be starting off with this shade right here and applying this all over my crease and lid. So I'm gonna start this right on the middle of my lid and just apply the color on and work back and forth. And now I'm gonna go in with the clean blending brush and just start blending out the shade. And because she is a doll, we really want to make sure that we are rounding out the eyes. I'm going to go back in with that first brush and add some more of that color in there. The shades she used are pretty similar. They're on that like reddish, berryish kind of side. So anything in those tones will work really great for this. Taking in now these next 2 shades, I'm going to use these to kind of just go over the outer corner of the eyelid. It's just going to soften up everything, but also make everything blend out nicely. And then now I'm going to go back in with that first shade and add just a little bit more to the crease and all over. Just kind of look at it, see what's enough for you. The more the better though, honestly. It's Halloween, so have fun with it. Next, I'm going to take in the eyeshadow shade Bestie from the P. Louise eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be applying this onto my lid. This is just a really rich dark brown shade. I find it to go so perfect with these colors, and very similar to what Tiffany has in her makeup. Tiffany, aka La Chucky. So next, we are going to be going in with this black eyeshadow that's part of my Morphe palette. It's just a single matte black eyeshadow. And we're just gonna be applying this to the outer corner of the eye, kind of the crease. You don't have to do black, but you definitely will see a difference if you do. It's gonna give it more of a smoky, sultry look. It just really ties in with this look. I'm gonna go in now, oh my gosh, come on, focus. I'm gonna go in now with the Lancôme Mousier Big Mascara. Mousier Big. So for today's eyelash, we're going to be using these from Lilly Lashes. These are in the style Carmel. Tomato. So I decided to go with these eyelashes because they are very dramatic, especially on the outer part of the eye. And you can see they're very doll-like. They're very big, very flared out. A lot of drama going on to it. Now I'm going to be going in with my Ruby Obsession palette. I'm going to take this shadow right here and smoke my entire lower lash line with this shadow. I'm going to round it into the shadow on top. And then with the blending brush, just kind of blend it up. Kind of take it like right there. And then now I'm gonna go back in with that P. Louise eyeshadow Bestie, and I'm gonna go ahead and add it on top of that shadow I just applied on. And then again, just packing it right over, a little bit more of that red shade. It doesn't look too cute right now, but it will once we blend it out. Picking up some of that black eyeshadow, I'm just gonna go as close as I can to my lash line. And start just kind of tapping it in there. I'm gonna go back in with that black Bobbi Brown eyeliner, and I'm just going to add this to my lash line. You could totally do an eyeliner if you want, anything really works. But I love using gel liners, so I'm going for a really smoky lower lash line because I can just kind of get anywhere and it doesn't matter. It's supposed to be kind of like grungy-ish anyways. And then from there, I just kind of like to work the product underneath. And now I'm just gonna do a little bit of a cleanup. All right, next we're gonna be going into the foundation portion of the makeup. I'm gonna be going in first with the Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Stick Primer as my primer today, and I'm gonna be doing this pretty much all over my skin. I'm taking a kabuki brush and just kind of work the product around. I decided to do my under eyeshadow first because I really wanted to make sure we kept the whole roundness going. I'll be honest with you guys too, this look doesn't come together until the wig comes on. So don't be alarmed, during half this video you're gonna be like, okay, like when does she start looking like Tiffany, but it'll come through. So for my foundation, we're gonna be going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 5.0. So normally I wear 6.0 or 7.0, but because I do wanna go one shade lighter because we need to look more dollish and a little more, we need that more like crazy doll dead effect. We're gonna go one shade lighter. I'm gonna take in a small kabuki brush. And just start working that foundation into the skin. So I'm taking my time blending this out because this is a very full coverage waterproof foundation. A little goes a long way. I feel like I almost overdid the pumps, but you could see it covers very, very nicely. Now I'm taking in a bigger kabuki brush and just kind of pouncing it on top. Just really making sure everything is blended. And also, don't forget the neck area. By the way, my little bumps are starting to go down. This is kind of all that's left, which is pretty exciting. Last week, I don't know if you guys noticed, it was like all over, especially right here. This side was really intense, but it's finally starting to go away. I went to a dermatologist last week and got a couple treatments on my skin, and I got put on some new skincare. So I'm really excited because I feel like it's really working. My skin's honestly clearing up, and I'm so happy about it. Whew, so relieved. All right, it's gonna keep on blending. You guys, I cannot get past these damn brows. It's driving me nuts. I wanna like scratch them off my face. Can we make a modernized Tiffany and give her some nice full feathered brows? Like how bomb would she look? Next, we're gonna be going in with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 18. This is a shade that I normally like to use already as it is. I do find it to be perfect for brightening, concealing, and really just giving you that wow effect underneath of the eyes. So we're gonna take this in and start this right underneath of the eye. So the trick to this is to round it out similar to what's going on underneath of the eyes. So if it's more straight, obviously go more straight. If it's more round like this, you want to make sure you kind of round it out and follow the way we're going. And I'm going to go up on the side of my nose as well. And we're going to go ahead and just start pouncing a beauty blender over the concealer. And just kind of blending it out onto the skin and around. So next we're gonna be going in with this blending brush right here. I love these type of brushes to blend out any concealer because they work really great on cream products. So we are going to start pretty much right at the center and start just feathering the brush. Pay attention also to how I am holding the brush. I'm going like very gentle. If you go like this, it is so harsh, you're gonna actually pick up the product and move it. So make sure that you do take your time when doing this. You do feather it. You go in those light stroking motions. And then up, but then going down circular motion so it doesn't look like we cut it right there. Towards the inner part of the eyes, same thing. We're just gonna go ahead and kind of flick it, feather it. Now just go ahead and feather the shade up into the shadows. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and do some contouring on my cheeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much round it out. Normally when I do my contour, I start back here because I want it to be very chiseled. Before this look, we want my cheekbones to be more prominent than back here. Kind of connecting it almost about right there. And next, we're just gonna take in that same kabuki brush I used to blend out my foundation and start buffing up the concealer. And I don't know if I mentioned, this is just my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is normally what I use, Chestnut. Kind of just want my cheekbones to look a little more, you know, that look. And she does have it really heavy in this area. I'm gonna go ahead and back in my beauty blender and just kind of lightly tap over because we are gonna be using blush. So I don't want it to be too dark right there. All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and set my skin. This is very crucial because we do have a lot of eye makeup going on, a lot of products on my face. We need to set it all so that it does last, especially underneath my eyes. So normally you guys know that I do my concealer first and then I do my under eyes and nothing moves, but because we did it backwards, we truly have to set. We're gonna go in first with Studio Fix powder in the shade NC30. And I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with this brush right here. So I like this brush because it's just going to press it onto the skin. It's kind of like a kabuki brush, a powder kabuki brush. You're really gonna get really nice coverage out of it. We're gonna grab a smaller brush and we're just gonna go in a little closer just to make sure everything is nice and set right there. Next, we're gonna go in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is clearly one that I use quite often. I love this one so much. We're gonna go in now with the blending brush and we're actually gonna go underneath of the eyes one more time and smoke it out. By adding a little bit of this brown, it's gonna give it more of a grungy look. It's gonna take away that really sharp finish. She's kind of a crazy girl, so she's gotta look a little more crazier. So it can't be too perfect. So we're gonna go pretty much over everything we just did and just start buffing it out. I went with this shade versus the red because it looks a little more realistic. There's a little more life to it. It looks a little more edgier, you know? I feel like if it's the red, it's too done up. So this just gives it like a nice color, a little bit of depth. Kind of just gotta go in on her. And next we're just gonna go ahead and top off my bottom lashes with the Lancôme Mousier Big. This is the one I used for my top lashes. So just gonna coat them, give them life. I'm gonna actually coat the top ones as well, might as well. All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of baking. We're gonna be using today the Huda Beauty in the shade Sugar Cookie. Tell me why I feel like that kind of looks like me on that photo, don't it? Mírala, please, am I crazy? Can't get past it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dump some of this off. This is my second time using this powder. It's actually really good. Smells really nice as well. And I am gonna be applying this on with the Laura Mercier Powder Puff. I don't know how we're gonna bake because we already did the eyes. See? Never mind, we're just gonna bake around. Oh, maybe I'll just bake with the brush and see how that goes. Next, I'm gonna be going in with the Tartlette blush book, and this little palette has a ton of different blushes on here. So we're gonna go in for the Pretty Intense blush, which is this one called Secret Crush. We're just gonna go ahead and start right at the apples. And for this look, she does wear a ton of blush. Like, she loves blush. So really accentuating it right here. So I'm now gonna go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I'm just going to set my face. This is like a really important part. She is very dewy in the movie. I remember her skin looked dewy. A little oily, but she looked dewy. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some highlight onto the high points of my face using the MAC O Darling. Oh, look at that. You guys can hella see me. I'm gonna do it kind of like a doll shines right here. And then I'm gonna go now and add a little more blush right over that, just so it's not too much highlight. Whatever you do, just don't squint your eyes. And if you guys are going out for Halloween, make sure you put a good amount on in case you're gonna be partying, trick-or-treating, or whatever you're gonna be doing. Just wanna make sure that it all stays. So next we're gonna go ahead and add a little bowl. So Tiffany has it right here and it's pretty big. She is crazy looking, honestly. She's crazy. So for the lips, I'm gonna be going in first. Sorry. So for the lips, I'm gonna be going in first with the LA Girl Shockwave Eyeliner in the shade Blackout. I also sketch it in as well. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Uninvited from Fenty Beauty, which is their black matte liquid lipstick. Ooh, very excited to use this shade. Wow. So for the top of my lips, I'm gonna go in with a different eyeliner just for this part. So to have a little bit more of an animated lip, she has it a little more rounded out. I normally round out my entire lip, but I want it to look more like hers. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of draw like a little, I'm gonna do it a little different. You'll see, it's really hard to explain. So I'm pretty much gonna start this right at the top. And then instead of rounding it out like how I normally do, we're just gonna kind of Alright guys, so we're pretty much done with this makeup look. All we have to do now is add on the wig, the choker, the dress, and the whole look is gonna come together. I'm actually gonna put the wig on camera for you guys so you can see what a difference it makes almost immediately. It's so crazy. So it is actually the same wig I used in my hot pink tutorial, the long one. I chopped it into a bob. It's like right here. Let's do this. I'm new to wearing like wigs. I don't wear wigs, so if there's a better way to like hide the hair, let me know. But I do have a little one of these that's gonna really help out, which I don't know what the hole's for, but we're just gonna put this on. All right, I think we're good. Una, dos, y tres. I'm all ready. All right, guys, so here is the finished look on this makeup tutorial. Bride of Chucky, Tiffany, she's a bad bitch. She's wild. So I hope you guys love seeing this whole look go down. If you guys don't have any costumes to do this year and need a last minute one, this one will definitely come in handy. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a safe Halloween. If you do go out, please be careful, watch your surroundings, and of course, have a great night. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.